Hey there, Salkon again. This is obviously a video of my rogue Clutchstep. Going to look at some of the new talents and abilities with the new patch, so let's get started. And here I'm just going to go over the talents. You have Shadow Focus, just gives you a couple more hits. Be able to do a little bit more damage during that initial burst. Subterfuge, it's just weird. I just don't like using it. Night Stalker, we don't use ambush or anything as if you play Assassination. So really doesn't justify getting Night Stalker over Shadow Focus. Combat Readiness I chose over Nerve Strike, which seems to be a common choice just because I like more control. No, you might be better off with Nerve Strike because the damage reduction is all the time instead of whenever you want it, you know, just for 20 seconds and everything. Cheat Death I chose because it was between that or Leeching Poison, and you have to have Crippling Poison up. You can't not have Crippling Poison up with such limited mobility that we have right now. And got Elusiveness. That's, I mean, no one's gonna sit there and spam that. No one's gonna keep that up. I know I'm not, so I don't do it. And Cheat Death has saved me a couple of times, actually won me a few duels, battles, whatever. Burst of Speed, too much energy, otherwise I'd probably use it. It's really cool. I love the concept, but again, 60 energy is kind of a high price to pay. I realize there's no cooldown, but still, I mean, that's a lot of energy. Shadow Step, it's really the only mobility we have. Although I do miss Preparation, but if you can't get to them, what's the point, you know? Dirty Tricks, chose that over Paralytic Poison because same thing, have to have Crippling Poison, and Paralytic Poison takes up that non-lethal poison slot. And Prey on the Weak, it's good, but Dirty Tricks, this is just amazing. The uses are limitless. Just check it out, you'll know exactly what I mean. As for Glyphs, I don't really need to explain myself for that, really for any of these. Gouge ability, you can do it whenever you're behind them. That works great, you know. Mage comes by for False Novas, you smack him in the back with that, slow him down a little bit. Might save your life. So Cheap Shot, there's nothing bad about it. It's great. Another second, he's down. So it's definitely something you want to get. These are just really, the minor glyphs now are just fun, although some do actually have gameplay value. Woohoo, nothing cooler than that, right? I'm a ninja. Decoy, I guess it doesn't work on water, but yeah, it just puts like a little, it keeps your avatar there and confuses them a little bit. I believe they can target it as well, so that could really throw some people off. And Disguise, play around with it. Nothing special about it. Just play around with it. You might like it. I like it. So there you go. I think that just about covers that. Alright, there really isn't any kind of rotation for PvP, but you should already know that. That wouldn't really be PvP. Here in the video I'm dueling a warrior, and warriors have been a little bit of a problem for rogues, but a lot of things have actually become sort of problems for rogues since the new patch, especially since most of the abilities are tuned for level 90. Though I don't want to discourage anybody, rogues can still win against most, though a good deal of effort may be required at some point. I will admit that at other points it may not be possible at all. Though moving on, I don't know how much help I can be giving you guys an opener to go by since the situation can change at any point. But here I seem to just be using Cheap Shot, Rupture, and then Kidney Shot, and really just try to keep that recoup up with the bleeds on them since Assassination really does have a lot to do with the dots. And I guess I just kind of make it up from there. Again, I don't know how much help that is to some of you, but you might learn something from it, you might not. I certainly hope you do. As for dueling against rogues, a lot of it does have to do with the stabs, but you can still turn around if they catch you with an opener. Your main focus here should be keeping the dots up on them, especially the bleed, so they can't just COS them off. And as usual, manage your cooldowns in a semi-linear fashion, and that would be a really big part of winning most of your matches anyway, and that I believe that applies for just about every class in the game. I think this is one of the better warriors that I dueled for the day. He actually did things that made sense and used his cooldowns appropriately. I still managed to pop him off in the end, though he did get me a couple times before this. So I guess that's a kudos to him. And towards the end you can see me having a little trouble trying to burst through that second win, and that's the point that I'm trying to make. It's still possible. And throughout the rest of the video you can just see how I manage my cooldowns, just how I do it. I make a few mistakes here and there, but I also don't claim to be perfect. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you learned something from it.